know the title of the video is "Why ERP Transformations Still Fail Even After 30 Years of Lessons." And I thought that would be a great topic to talk about with you because I think you've seen it all, if I'm correct.
Yeah, I don't know if I've seen it all. I always think maybe I have, but then just when I think that, I see something new and something crazier or more bizarre than I've ever seen before. So it, and that's part of what, honestly, what I like about this industry is there's a lot of weird stuff that happens in this industry, a lot of stuff I don't like, but um, for the most part, I like this job. You know, I like what we do because you're helping lead clients through one of the most difficult, if not the most difficult projects or initiatives that they're ever going to go through. And with that comes risk, with that comes pain, with that comes a certain amount of chaos and stress and the need to be a therapist at times. And it's just, so I really do enjoy it. It's a lot of fun. And I honestly don't know what I'd do if I wasn't doing this. I'd probably be an Uber driver or something. I don't know. It'd be something totally different.
Yeah, I mean, it's a fantastic industry. There's not many industries, like you said, being that type of therapist, you meet so many different type of people in the industry. But a lot of being in this industry is traveling, going to these different sites, meeting these different businesses, and it sounds like I'm quite similar to yourself. I love that environment where you can go and explore these different businesses, how they're set up, and I find it fascinating as well how different businesses operate and how they move these different transformation projects. So yeah, it's a fantastic industry to be in.
Yeah, you and I are pretty lucky if you think about it. You know, I don't know how often you stop. I don't do it enough, but when I do stop and think about it or have this conversation with you,
Mhm.
uh, you know, you realize, you know, we are really lucky. Like not many people get that opportunity to go learn all these different businesses, learn about different people, different cultures, different geographies, different technologies, especially being agnostic like you and I both are. You know, we get to see SAP implementations, Microsoft implementations, AI, CRM, you know, all these different things that most people never get to experience. So we are pretty lucky to be in this industry.
100%. I think it's the freedom, but also the 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 difference between different sites. And it's never boring. Like you said, being agnostic, we're even being in the ERP industry is fun, or I find it fun as it is. But when you are agnostic, you get to see these different and compare how different businesses operate and different ERP systems. So yeah, you are correct. We're both very lucky to be in the space. I mean,
Yeah.
to summarize the work that you do, you help organizations obviously navigate complex ERP and digital transformation projects. And I know we went briefly into the independent mindset and vendor agnostic and sort of advisory ground and real program experience. So your work at the moment through Third Stage Consulting, is that mainly focused on the advisory piece?
It is. Yeah. It's mainly focused on advisory, helping clients define a digital strategy, helping them evaluate and select software. We'll help them with the implementation planning. But we're doing more and more. Even during implementation, we've always done program management, change management. We do a lot with architecture and integration. But as we've grown as a company, we have gone deeper in the technology, still remaining agnostic, but being able to provide more depth in terms of data migration and integration between systems. In some cases, even sourcing or identifying and sourcing resources that can help with specific technologies through our staffing arm. So we have gotten more and more involved, even beyond the advisory side of it. And that's part of our strategy going forward is just being able to, because being the one downside of being agnostic is that we have no contractual authority over a vendor, right? And we never will. But one thing we can do is we can bring on our teams, we can bring on technical resources that specialize in different types of technologies and leverage that as part of our core advisory team and have one cohesive team that can, whether it's an SAP implementation or Oracle Fusion or D365, Salesforce, Workday, whatever it is, being able to help across the board is we're getting deeper into a lot of different areas there.